Hello, Bethany. Sorry we missed you on Tuesday. Things just got a little out of hand, but today we're going to talk about life. And we're going to do it by reading the story of Lazarus, one of my favorite stories. Three of Jesus' good friends included a man named Lazarus and his sisters, Mary and Martha. Jesus was on a long journey when he found out that Lazarus was dying. It took Jesus a few days to travel to see his sick friend. When Jesus arrived, he saw Lazarus' sister, Martha. She had some sad news. "Jesus, Lazarus is dead," cried Martha. "I wish you could have arrived earlier. You might have been able to save him." Jesus tried to comfort her. "Martha, don't be sad. Lazarus will live again." Martha believed what Jesus said. Then Lazarus' other sister, Mary, came to greet Jesus. She wished Jesus had come sooner too. "Jesus, if you had been here, Lazarus might still be alive," she wept. She also believed that Jesus could have healed her brother. Jesus was sad because Lazarus died too. He cried and cried. Jesus, Martha, and Mary went to the tomb where Lazarus was buried. Jesus told some people standing there, "Take the stone away from the tomb." The people were surprised at what Jesus said. Martha reminded Jesus that Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. They had already made his body ready for burial by wrapping it in special clothes, but Jesus knew what he was doing. He insisted they open the tomb. When the heavy stone rolled away, Jesus said, "Lazarus, come out!" The people were frightened and amazed when Lazarus came out of the tomb. Since his hands and feet were all wrapped up in the burial clothes, the people had to help Lazarus. When the people saw Lazarus alive again, they laughed and sang and danced. Many people that day believed Jesus would bring new life to all people. If you had been friends with Lazarus or one of his sisters, how would you feel after he died? You know, having someone we love die is hard. I just came from a funeral, and it's sad. But it's not the last word, because Jesus, just like he rose Lazarus from the dead, someday he's going to raise us from the dead, and it will be forever. That nothing, not even death, can separate us from God's love. Nothing. You can think of anything in the world, the biggest thing in the world, and it cannot separate us from God's love. God's love will always be with us. Always. Always. No matter what we do, God's love will be with us. God's love will always be there. There's nothing that can separate us from it. And there's nothing that can separate us from the life we have in Jesus. So, if you're one of Lazarus' friends and he was dead, you'd be sad. My dad died a little while ago, and I'm very sad about it. I miss my dad. But I know someday we'll see each other again. But I'm still sad. How would you feel after you saw your friend or brother Lazarus alive again? I would be very happy to see that death was defeated. Well, that's how it's going to be someday. We're going to see everyone we love, because God's love is going to bring us all to life. That's the good news. That Jesus' love is bigger than death. Nothing can defeat it. Nothing. Nothing. May you know that God's love is with you every day. Always. And I'll see you next week for another story. God bless. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.